What if psychologists tortured minds to unravel secrets, babies, prisoners, even you, used as pawns in experiments so cruel they'll haunt you forever? Welcome to the dark side of psychology. Psychology's meant to heal, not harm. But history's darkest experiments broke every rule, abusing trust, inflicting pain, all for science. From terrified kids to drugged citizens, no one was spared when curiosity turned sadistic. On Dark 7, we're exposing the unethical psychology experiments that'll make your blood run cold. In 10 minutes, you'll see the horrors and what they reveal about us. Ready for the truth? Let's dive in. Here are 5 of the most unethical psychology experiments. Brace yourself. Little Albert, 1920. John Watson wanted to prove fear could be conditioned. His target? A 9-month-old orphan, Albert. Watson showed him a fluffy rat, then slammed a steel bar to make him scream. Soon, Albert was terrified of rats, rabbits, even fur coats. No therapy, no follow-up. Albert's life was likely scarred. A 2020 Journal of Experimental Psychology study hints he died young, possibly traumatized. The Monster Study, 1939. Wendell Johnson experimented on 22 Iowa orphans to cause stuttering. Half got praise, the others were mocked, told they'd stutter. Normal kids develop speech disorders, some lifelong, per 2007 court filings. The university's 2001 apology didn't erase the damage. Milgram's Obedience Study, 1963. Stanley Milgram tricked people into shocking a stranger, actually an actor, for wrong answers. Most delivered 450 volts, thinking it was real despite agonized screams. A 2017 Social Psychology Quarterly reanalysis found 65% obeyed, showing will harm others under authority. Participants left rattled, some traumatized. Stanford Prison Experiment, 1971. Philip Zimbardo turned students into guards and prisoners in a mock jail. Within days, guards became brutal, humiliating inmates who broke down or rebelled. Stopped after 6 days, it exposed power's corruption, but Zimbardo manipulated the cruelty per a 2019 American Psychologist expose. Consent? Barely. MK Ultra, 1953 to 1973. The CIA dosed unaware Americans, patients, prisoners, civilians, with LSD and torture to test mind control. Declassified in 1975, it left countless lives shattered, some dead, for Senate hearings. This wasn't psychology, it was a government-backed horror show. Why do these experiments haunt us? They weren't just cruel, they exposed humanity's darkest flaws. No consent, no mercy, subjects were pawns. Little Albert was a baby. MK Ultra victims didn't know they were drugged, per 1975 Church Committee files. The damage? Lifelong trauma. Speech disorders from monster suicides linked to MK Ultra. A 2023 APA ethics review says these horrors birthed modern ethics, informed consent, no harm, oversight. But the real gut punch, they showed how easily we obey. Milgram's 65%, dominate, Stanford, or destroy for knowledge. Scientists like Zimbardo kept their fame, while victims suffered. These experiments aren't history. They're a warning. Unchecked power twists even science into a weapon. What did we gain? Insights into obedience, fear, power, yes, but at what cost? Shattered lives, broken trust. The APA's 2023 reforms can't undo Albert's tears or MK Ultra's madness. The darkest truth? We're still capable of this, unless we demand accountability. Here's your challenge. Expose one of these crimes in 48 hours. Pick an experiment, Milgram, MK Ultra, Monster Study. Dig into primary sources, not just Reddit. Share a fact on X with hashtag Dark7Unethical. These victims deserve their stories told. Will you rise up or stay silent? The mind's shadows run deep, but Dark 7's just getting started. Subscribe now. We're exposing science's darkest crimes, one truth at a time. Next up, the dark side of Big Pharma. Don't miss it. Hit that bell and join the fight. See you in the shadows.